Morning guys, just midway through part of a morning foggy run back home in Sandy in Bedfordshire, and you can see in this wonderful countryside that you can't see much really, but just run up the hill, so having a little walk down. And as normal, when I do my runs, I do my best thinking on them, and instead of trying to get back and write an article about what I've thought about and trying to remember it, I thought I'd take the opportunity whilst walking down the hill to record a quick video. And this morning, I'm staying at my parents', so this morning I took my mum out and we went for a 30-minute, 40-minute walk. My mum's getting on to the later part of her midlife, and she's trying to lose a little bit of weight, as she does regularly and has done quite successfully recently. So I decided that we could use the 30-40 minutes to have a Q&A session. I'm a PT, she's my mum, and you'd have thought that she would have all the answers at her fingertips. But one thing becomes massively apparent, especially when I speak to my mum or anyone that's trying to lose weight, it's just how, funnily enough, foggy it is about what to do to lose weight, or what exercises to do, or what's the best nutrition, or what's the best forms of exercise, and just how much information there is out there and how complicated that makes things, and how off-putting that can be for the general public, how confusing it can be. And if things are confusing and off-putting, there's a less chance that they're going to follow those actions, and there's less chance that they're going to get the results that they want. So after 40 minutes of sitting and or walking and talking with my mum, answering as many questions as I could, it made me think about how, for most people, the best approach is the most simple one to start with. She doesn't exercise much, she swims a couple of times a week. I'm just going to switch that. She exercises, she swims a couple of times a week. She watches what she eats. But the whole thing started with a question about dates and whether or not they're fine to eat. And if you know what I preach, then there is no good or bad food. It's just certain foods have more calories, which makes them more easy to overeat, and therefore people place an emphasis on them being a bad food. Certain types of exercise burn more calories, or certain types of exercise have more benefits. But generally exercise is good whether you do it or not. Any exercise is going to be an improvement on not doing exercise. So after the discussion, it was almost like, let's try and make this as simple as possible. Let's try and make this as simple as possible for everyone, because that's what an approach that will work for most people, especially those that are new to fitness and trying to lose weight. So that approach is really simple and can be broken down into probably 4 easy things to do. Exercise, don't think of it as burning calories. Think of it as a massive indicator, or putting a stress on the body to cause it to change, and cause it to change in a good way. So resistance-based exercise, I've talked about a million and one times. If you add a resistance to your exercise, it forces your body to improve its composition by being stronger, potentially being leaner, having more muscle, which is a good thing. Hormonally, it's a massively beneficial way. That can be as simple as 3 exercises, which I went through with my mum: a weighted squat, a bent over row, and an overhead press. 3 exercises, 10 to 15 reps of each, 3 sets. Do that 2 or 3 times a week until it becomes easier, and then make it harder. To improve and to progress, you've got to increase the stress that you're placing on itself. So that's the exercise side of things. Being active is just simple. Move every day more than you do normally. If you sit on a couch every day, move every day. Walk to the shops, walk in the mornings, take your dog for a walk. Do anything that keeps you on your feet, and use that as the way of burning calories. If you compare the hours in a day to exercise into the hours in a day for being active, 3 hours a week of exercise, 160 hours a week, or whatever it is of being awake, the percentages don't stack up very well for exercise. So If you can be active more of those hours, burn calories in more of those hours, combine that with the resistance-based exercise, which is going to force your body composition to stay in a positive composition, more muscle, less fat, those two things are going to work well. Nutrition, nothing's bad, nothing's good. Eat what you want, but make sure that what you're eating you can measure, and when you measure it, it's less than what you need and less than you're burning on a daily basis to lose weight. MyFitnessPal is easy. Use different ways of measuring it, cups, hands, whatever works for you is what's going to work best. If you reduce the amount of food that you're eating from where you're currently at, then you're going to stop putting on weight at least and start losing weight. Those three things are basic. Move more, do a little bit of exercise once a week that involves some kind of resistance, and eat less, however way you measure it. But if you're measuring it, which is a relatively simple task, then you know that you're making improvements. If you measure what you're lifting, then you know that you're going to make improvements. Try and simplify stuff. It doesn't have to be hit 20 second, 10 second, 8 round double overhead lunges with God knows what. That's too complicated for most people and it's going to put you off. 5 exercises done with weights 3 times a week will take you 25-30 minutes and is piss easy, and it's going to get you results if you've not exercised before. Do that, eat less, move more, will get you results. It's a little foggy rant in the middle of a countryside with the hill that I've just run up in the background, and that's a 7-minute nearly rest that's giving me the opportunity to just say good morning and say make things simple and you get simple results. It's that simple. Peace out.